Rae.
Oh boy, let's see what we have today. Dear Enviropals.
My name is Stephanie. I work in a large free-flight aviary, Simmons Aviary, at Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo, with over 500 birds from all parts of the world. There are storks, which nest on the gazebos, and a large flock of flamingos, a large colony of spoonbills, ibis, and egrets that nest above the lagoon, and many, many more. I would really like it if Rae Rae could visit me and my bird friends here at Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo. Your friend, Stephanie.
That sounds like a great place to visit, Rae Rae. Why don't you use the green screen to get there?
And we'll stay here with the kids in the house tree and learn more while we watch you on the green screen.
That sounds like a great idea, guys. I'm headed for the Simmons Aviary at the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo. I'll be back in a flash. Shamingo! Stephanie, are you here?
Hi, Rae Rae.
Hi, Stephanie. Thank you so much for your tree mail. Wow, is this the Simmons Aviary?
It is, and welcome to Omaha, Nebraska.
Wow, how many birds live in here?
Rae Rae, there's actually about 500 birds that live in this aviary.
Stephanie, why do they call it an aviary?
An aviary is actually any kind of enclosure like this that's enclosed mainly with nets, so that way birds can fly freely and live their natural lives.
Do birds have 5 senses like other animals do?
Yes, Rae Rae, birds have all 5 senses just like humans do. The ones they rely on the most heavily are actually their vision and their hearing. They'll use those two primarily to find food, to find their friends, to hang out in different trees. Plus, they also have taste, not very good sense of taste, and they also have touch. They have to have that so they can not step on hot things or cold things. And they also have smell, which that one's not always a very good one for some birds, but for some like vultures, they can smell their food from far, far away.
Stephanie, do all birds fly?
No, Rae Rae, all birds don't fly. We have a couple of really cool birds here, and one of my favorites, the penguin, they definitely don't fly. We've also got a group of birds here called ratites, which would be anything like an ostrich, an emu, rhea. Those guys also don't fly. They're much, much too big.
Are all birds social animals? I mean, do they have other bird friends?
You know, not all birds are social, but we have quite a few really great groups of birds here that we call colonial nesters, which means they hang out in big groups. If you look right over here, Rae Rae, we've got a couple of big groups right here for us to see. We've got some spoonbills, and we have some straw-necked ibis, and also some cattle egret that are nesting in the trees right behind us.
How small is the smallest bird, and how big is the biggest bird?
Well, the smallest bird is so tiny, it's got the name bee hummingbird, and it actually lives in Cuba. It's between 2 and 3 inches big, so if you can imagine that, that's pretty small. And then the largest bird right now is actually the ostrich. They can be over 9 feet tall, which is way taller than you and me, and almost 350 pounds.
Wow, that's a really big bird. Stephanie, some of our animal friends that visit us on the Enviropals are considered endangered. Are birds endangered?
You know, there are a number of birds that are endangered. One most recently that was just listed as endangered by the United States Fish and Wildlife Service is the African penguin. And they're a warm weather penguin that live right off the coast of South Africa.
What can we do to help animals like the penguin?
Anyone that's concerned about nature and wildlife should actually take a look at their own life. So do things like recycle at home. Maybe turn off your lights when you're not in a room. Maybe walk instead of drive your car. So it's really thinking about your lifestyle and how you can make it better for the environment.
That's exactly what it takes to be an Enviropal. Wow, Stephanie, that sure was fun learning about birds and how we can help keep them safe. But it's getting late, and I have to get back to Naturia. I can't wait to tell all my friends about the aviary here at the Omaha Henry Doorly Zoo. Okay, I better get going. Bye, Stephanie.
Bye, Rae Rae. Come back and see us again in Omaha sometime.
I sure will, Stephanie. See you next time. Shabingo!